What's going on, guys? Cody here with CJ Build. Thanks for tuning into the channel. And guys, today we have another Honda video for you. As you can see, we have the GoPro set up in the back and we have the car running, warmed up, so that can only mean one thing. We're about to do some pulls and see if we can get some fire on camera. So right now I got the pop tune set up. Pop tune for sure won't give flames. It's a really subtle pop because the exhaust is pretty restrictive. So pretty much I have something set up. So rev limiter pretty much is like a two-step. So when we redline to shift, it's gonna let off a little bang bang bang. We'll do that a couple times, you know, don't want to heat up the area. And then I'm also going to show you the pop tune, see if you guys are into that. I'm not a huge fan, but it does sound pretty cool, I guess. Alright guys, so pretty much what I'm going to be doing is kind of letting it do some rev hangs at higher RPM to show you the pop tune. Right now I do have it, so it mainly does it when I'm like very slightly in the throttle. That way I'm able to control it a little bit more, and I'm able to get a little bit louder pops than when it does it naturally. Right now I just have it very lightly in throttle, but when I let off it does stop doing it. That's how I have it set up. That's how I like it. I like being able to control the pops and bangs. I don't like at first when you first set up that pretty much every time you let off the gas it's just popping, banging, swanging. So I like having that little bit of control to it. I am constantly watching my review because I don't want the GoPro to get taken. When we get to a pretty isolated spot, I'll go ahead and hit the rev limiter. That way you guys can have the rev limiter set up. And after I'll show you guys the settings as well. There's a bit of people here, so I'm just gonna do the pops and bangs again. A little bit too when you rev it, and does sometimes a little hump up. Double check that you got your camera on, know what I'm saying? That right there is a police officer. He may have been called due to reports of gunshots. It was not me, officer. Alright guys, so we are now in Honda Tuning Suite. This is my current map on the Honda. And right now, pretty much going to show you real quick the pop tune settings I have set up and the red line that I have set up. So, pretty much, we're going to go here to parameters. First off, let's go to the pop tune. We'll go down to extras. Here you go, popcorn mod. So pretty much here, what you're going to see is below whatever TPS you want to put, you're going to be able to control the fuel cut. So, above 2000 RPM, below 15% throttle, you can control the cut delay. Right now I have it at 200 milliseconds because I don't like it being that long. I like being able to control it. Have pop one, two on primary and secondary tables. Ignition static, that's the lowest you can go. That's the default also. And then for fuel, you can increase, decrease. Right now what I have on the fuel table, right now this is what I have on the fuel table. I don't have it really aggressive. When you increase the fuel, so you now you see 12, 15, 15, whatever. So you come here and go increase to 3, increase it 3 times. As you can see, above 2200, which is where I have the pop tune, where I have it engaged, it became richer. You added more fuel. So I'm going to control Z to cancel the changes. You see how it went back down? Now it's at 22. So that's how you can adjust the fuel. This is what I have it on. I believe this is default. I didn't really mess with the fueling too much. I assume if you add more fuel, it'll probably pop more. In the next video when I do two-step, if anything, I'll add a ton of fuel here and see if maybe we can get some louder bangs. But as of right now, these are the subtle pops that I have. So if you want the pops kind of how I had it in this video, this is my fuel map for this. And also the timing, depending on where you set it up, is where you'll see the -6 degrees. I haven't tried doing it with less degrees, so I don't know. I assume it'll pop less, but honestly I have not tried. I have not done enough trial on this. So as of right now, this is what we have. Jumping into the rev limiter that I had set up. Right now this is where I have it set at the RPMs. You can put whatever RPM you want. These are the settings pretty much that do dictate how it backfires. Ignition cut delay, this is at redline. So I have it at 100 milliseconds. That way almost pretty much every single time when you hit redline, it's gonna backfire. So what I do is I learn to time it. So as soon as I know it's about to hit redline, once I hear like it about to pop, I shift. If you have it longer, sometimes it's not gonna pop. You're gonna pretty much just have a really strong hesitation. It's kind of just gonna bounce off it. So I'm not a fan of that. This is my two-step and my full throttle shifting. Two-step, I have it at 500 milliseconds, which is the longest you can have it at, because I'm not trying to go overboard. So right now I just have it just going wham, pum, pum, just so I can do a few cool pops. Everybody go, holy crap, that's loud, and just end the day. Because also I don't want to be overdoing the two-step. Unless you know there's a competition, then of course we're gonna send the sucker. But yeah, and then my enrichment, I have it at 49. I started it a little bit higher. I went full blown, just guns out blazing. I had like 55, and it was way too rich. It was blowing out clouds of black smoke. I'm not a fan of it. It was fire, but I brought it down to about 49. It's less black smoke. Still gotta R&D that a little bit and see what's the perfect mixture where you get some nice flames, but you're not also just rolling coal out there. And static ignition cut, it's -6 degrees, can't go less. You can go higher, but I have it at 6. So pretty much guys, that is the settings that I have for the pop tune and for the rev limiter. If you guys do want to see a more in-depth video, or you want to see like a trial and error video where we kind of do different changes to see how it affects it, let me know. I'm more than down to do so. Honestly, I might do it in the future anyway, because I do want to know for myself pretty much the changes. But if you guys want to see it sooner than later, let me know down in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys next week.